Okay, everybody, welcome back. So as you can see, we've got kind of a special package here in front of us. This is a, was it like a special edition of the Cutie Honey movie that came out? So this is back in 2004, and this is directed by Hideaki Anno. So he did most famously Evangelion, and more recently the Shin Godzilla, Ultraman, and Kamen Rider 3 movies. So he's always had kind of a weird, fun style. So back in, I think, 2004, it says somewhere here, right there, he was able to take a stab at Cutie Honey, which is, you know, a character that's been around since the 70s, I believe. It's had many iterations of different animated series and comics and stuff. And it was like, how well would she translate to live action? But it turns out it was pretty good. So this is a movie, I've already seen this a long time ago. And then recently I was at a store and I found this package, but it didn't have the DVD in it. But as you can see, there's a figure inside and stuff like that. So I searched online and I finally found somebody that was selling it as the complete package, because this is kind of separate, you can see. So most people had this box, but they didn't have the DVD, because this one is still sealed. He never actually opened it. So I got a really good deal on it, and I thought, why not open it here and just kind of see what it's all about. So in this movie, it's Eriko Sato who plays Cutie Honey. I don't know at the time if she was just doing gravure or if she had also done other shows or movies or something. I don't know at that time, but she's gone on to do other movies and stuff like that since then. And she was a good choice, I think, for Cutie Honey, because she can be very cute like that, but then she can also, you know, play it a little dumb and stuff like that. But then also she can switch into hero mode. So I think she was a good choice. But anyways, apparently in this, we've got 2 DVDs. So it's got the movie and then I think a lot of making of content, as well as 2 figures, which you can see there, and then like an art book or something. So I haven't opened this. I don't know exactly what's going to be inside. So let's do it together, shall we? So there's kind of 2 parts to this, I guess, the figures and stuff, and then the movie. So maybe we'll just open up the movie real quick. This should have 2 DVDs inside. Almost got a bit of like a foil shine to it or something. I don't know if that's going to pick up on camera, but it's very, it's very shiny and pink. So as you can see, she could be quite cute there, or more serious there. I don't think they ever brought this out on Blu-ray or anything, which is a shame, because it's, you know, a very visual movie, very colorful and lots of fun effects and stuff. For example, for some of the action in the movie, they did an interesting process where they hand animated, like, for example, the jumps and the attacks, and then they had her pose to match those keyframes. And so they almost used the actress like animation for some of the sequences. They did some weird technique like that. And so it made it really, it stood out a lot. It was very creative. There was also the animated show that came after based on the movie version and these characters and stuff. So yeah, it seems like there's a lot of content in both of these, like the making of and stuff like that. So I think this might be, let's see, data file. So there's the 2 discs in there, 1 and 2. So the movie itself and the making of, both with lots of extra content. Inside this one, what do we have here? So in all versions of Cutie Honey, kind of her thing is that she's transforming into these different disguises to infiltrate and get information and stuff like that. And then finally she transforms into Cutie Honey and has a fight. So they did that accurately in the movie. They had her take on many personas and things like that. Oh wow, so this is showing all the different characters and their relations to each other. By the way, there's Go Nagai, the creator of Cutie Honey. He has a little spot in the film. So it seems to be an A to Z encyclopedia. A bunch of different Cutie Honey terminology. There's Hideaki Anno himself. And there he is doing some singing, it seems. So that's a nice little book to include. And what we're going to do next is make our way over to this bigger package. It's quite heavy, actually. And let's see what's inside. There's no tape or anything, I think. It seems to be quite collector-friendly. So let's take a look at this, the Cutie Honey, the motion picture material file with a pretty cool cover going on there. The characters look very different in this. As well as on the back, we've got Cutie Honey material file and a really, really different looking Cutie Honey. Everybody looks so different here. So inside seems to be storyboards for several different things here. There's her transformation. It's always fun to see the storyboards for animations and movies and things like that. It's always a nice treat to see. Some are like super simple with like really silly looking art, and then some are really well detailed and almost the same as the final product would look. Oh my god. Like you could almost publish this on its own as a comic and people would like it. Good stuff. That's a nice little addition, a nice bonus. And it's, I don't know if there's a page number on it. Is there? No page number or anything, but it's quite substantial. It's really thick. It's a full-on book. Okay, so next up, we're going to take a look at the figures. Let's do the smaller one here first. Okay, so you might be wondering, why is there a Cutie Honey in her underwear here screaming? So at the beginning of the film, there's some trouble. I think Cutie Honey's like in the bath or something like that. And then she kind of gets a call or whatever because there's some trouble. And so she gets out of the bath, she puts on her underwear, and then she goes to like transform, but her energy is low. And so she transforms by hitting that little heart on her neck. Sorry about the focus, this thing is so tiny. And so she has to run down the street eating some food. She eats some onigiri, little rice balls, and drinking some tea and eating the rice balls. She eats a whole bunch of them. And then she can henshin and transform into her proper Cutie Honey outfit. So it's kind of a funny moment in the movie. So this is just kind of capturing that. I guess the face is a little weird, but it's bordering on realistic and cartoony. I guess it generally looks like her. It's not spot on, but it's, close enough for the scene. And she's got lots of shading and stuff like that. They did a pretty good job on it. And the paint's not too messy or anything like that. For like a little included figure, it's, fairly well done. And she also comes with this Cutie Honey stand with the nice logo on there. So we can just peg her in, I guess. Looks pretty good. And it also comes with a little foot support. So if you don't want to use this big base, I think you could just pop that into her foot, one of these ones, and that would help hold the figure up without taking up as much space, maybe? This is like a little sticky. I wonder if it's because this is so old. So last but not least is the Cutie Honey figure in the actual costume. Let's take her out. All right, there she is. Nice action hero pose. Can she stand on her own? No, she's got this black stand to help support her. Once again, the face is not, well, I guess it depends on the angle. It doesn't exactly look like the actress, Eriko Sato, but yeah, I mean, it's not too far off, but you can definitely tell there's a difference between the two, right? I don't think I've ever seen a figure of this movie version of Cutie Honey that's actually looked a lot like the actress. So you can see her suit there. She's got kind of the reddish pink armor going on, the heart motif all throughout. It's an interesting costume for her. I understand they don't want to do just spandex like in the comics and animation. So they kind of jazzed her up a bit, but it looks pretty good. And overall, I mean, the general shape of it is all pretty accurate to the original with the high black and the boots and the gloves. They've just added a lot of texture and tubing and piping and all that kind of stuff. She's also got her sword there, which looks pretty good, although it kind of blends in with her glove a bit. They did paint it separately, but they're similar enough that they kind of blend together. And there's not really any shading or anything on this figure. But the paintwork that is there, it's fine. It's not sloppy or anything like that. And they chose kind of like a sparkly reddish pink for the armor. So to get her on the stand, you just pop her in, I imagine. Just like that. Not so bad, huh? There's definitely a size difference here, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't transform from this size to this size. But it is cool that they kind of included kind of a more funny version and then the actual heroic heroine version. Okay, well, there you have it. That's the, I don't know what this would be called, the Cutie Honey movie DVD set, special set. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. If you haven't seen the actual movie, I would recommend it. It's quite fun. It's really good, especially if you're a fan of this character, Cutie Honey, and by chance you haven't seen it. I think recently, because of the Shin movies, maybe some people looked into Hideaki Anno and they kind of realized that he actually made this movie as well. So it's picked up a little bit recently again, I think, a little bit in popularity. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend go checking it out. This particular set, it was actually usually really expensive. Without the DVD included, just this part, it was going for around $100 or so. I got really lucky and I found it sealed with this for like $30, $40 or something. I got a really good deal on it. But so even if you can't find this, I recommend at least the film. I think you could enjoy that. So thanks for watching, and see what's coming up next time. Okay, bye-bye.